everyone. Ronnie Rowe back with you again this week for another session of Ronnie Rowe Designs. It's been a while, about a little less than a month, but close to a month since the last time I did a YouTube video on my designs. And I think it's time we got you up to date on what's going on in my world and stitching and other things I've been up to. But first of all, let me say, I really appreciate each and every one of you coming back and taking a look at these videos. It really means a lot to me. I enjoy doing them. I hope you get something out of it. I certainly think you do anyway, and I find them somewhat informative. Um, but anyway, thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate it. As always, I've got my teleprompter, as you know, piece of paper, not really a teleprompter, piece of paper. I wrote down a few things that we're going to talk about this evening. It's Sunday evening. It is July the 7th. And thought it was time to bring you up to speed. Um, hope one thing first, I hope each one of you are staying cool with the hot weather we've been having across the country, however where you are. I know it's hot where I am, and we're having to stay indoors a lot and not get out in the middle of the day, trying to get out some early in the morning and late in the afternoon. And especially with my garden, as you know, I do have a garden. I've got tomatoes, I've got blackberries galore. I've been picking blackberries and cucumbers and everything in the garden. Everything seems to be coming in really well this year. So I've been out doing that early in the morning and late in the afternoon. Other things I've been doing, been crabbing, been doing a lot of crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay. And buddy of mine, Dr. Muller, across the street, we get up early and go out and see if we can catch some Chesapeake Bay blue crabs. And we've been fairly successful this year. We've done fairly well. So anyway, continue on that during at least during this month and August and into September. We still managed to go out and go crabbing. Still going to the Y, doing a lot of swimming, exercises, visiting with friends, going out to dinner. All the same things that retired people do. That's what I do. And so with I hang around with a lot of these old people. I'm old people too. But anyway, that's what is going on pretty much in my world. As far as stitching projects, I'm still working on the design help. As you probably know, I've been doing this for some time now, and I'm going to show you where I am on that shortly. Um, what else is going on? Um, new des old designs. Last time I did one of these videos, I highlighted one of my designs I had done in the past and everything, and showed you and told you a little bit about it. And that got pretty good response, so I thought I would do that again. This week I have four of my original pen and ink, I call them, the black and white designs that I came up with. And anyway, right now let's show you some of these. First one I want to show you is what I call the Colonial Gardens. This is black and white. This is 18 count white material with black stitching on it. And I apologize, they're all in glass. You're gonna get some glare on this. But anyway, there is what I call the Colonial Gardens. That's the back of the Governor's Palace in Colonial Williamsburg. And with the gardens, and I try to give these things some perspective. This is all just black stitching, 310, DMC 310 on white material. Where you see the darker, it's just filled in more. This is like and everything white on here, this area right on here, up in here, that's all the material. So, and all three of these, the next three I'm going to show you, they all done basically the same way, just different designs. All of them are matted with the Bainbridge silver mat board using a white silver frame and the white mat board. I did all of them this way, and these have been out for a while. They're all on Esty, but this is the Colonial Gardens one. Next one I want to show you. I took a picture of this. My wife and I were in Williamsburg, touring Williamsburg, and just walking around. I saw this scene some years ago down this pathway. And what it was just a walkway. You walk in, and there was a little house right here and a fence down the side and a tree. And I took a picture of it and decided see what I could do with it. And I took a lot of the stuff out. You know, back then, this wasn't digital. This was all done with film. Now, when I'd go to Costco, like everybody, and buy the film, put it in my camera, go get it developed, find a picture that I liked, and that's what that's how this came to be. And I thought it was very interesting. I called it Colonial Pathway, and it's uh, very simple pattern, very complex, all up in here with the trees and everything. But um, I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun to do back in the day when I did this. I don't even remember when I did it, but it's been years ago right now. That's Colonial Pathway. Next one I want to show you. This is Market Square Tavern on Duke of Gloucester Street. And again, the same concept, which I did with the black and white, and took a picture. This is the actual picture I took. People would ask me a long time ago, they said, why did you put the people in? I said, well, at the time I was doing these, like I say, I went from a photograph at that time. I just took the photograph and went from there. And if I was going to do this now, I would eliminate those people. But I did. I put them in, and it is what it is. But that's Market Square. It's Market Square Tavern, and the black and whites. The last one I want to share with you tonight is by far my bestseller on any of the black and whites I've done. I had two of them actually. One was called 1776, was a home back in the colonial times. But this one is the music teacher's house I did. And the music teacher's house, it's upside down. But the music teacher's house, I thought turned out exceptionally well, especially with the perspective going down the street, the tree over here with the white coming in on the building and on the fence. When this fence right here, this was a lot of yellow flowers on this fence and everything. And of course, I was doing black and white. And so that's the way the music teacher's house turned out. And I was really, really happy with this. And again, this is by far really the best seller I've ever had in the black and whites. And it's out on, I think I've got it out at PDF file. I know I have hard copies out on SD and various sites. So it's been around a while, but still does very well because people like the perspective and just the building itself. It's really, I thought it was really cool. So, but anyway, I wanted to share those 4 pictures with you tonight and show you some of the old things that I have done. I enjoyed doing them. I have these, and the reason I have these right now is because these were on display at Liberty Hill Needleworks. That's up in Lightfoot, Virginia, in Colonial Williamsburg. That's a new shop I've been telling you about, and a great shop. I mean, they've got everything. They have really done a super job. And when they originally opened back in I guess it was September, October of last year. Lady contacted me, and I carried a lot of these models. I still have a lot of models up in the shop, but these 4 models here recently, I carried an order up, and they asked me, they wanted me to take these back because we put some other ones I had up and done some rearrangement. So, and shop spaces in shop become really prime real estate for a lot of designers if they can get their work hung in a shop. So I took these back. But I wanted to share them with you tonight, let you see what I have done in the past and the kind of work, the black and whites. And I called it the pen and ink series. I don't know why I did. I guess, well, I do know why I did, because um, the idea of the black and whites came to me because I was at a local art show, art festival, and there was a young lady there with a repetograph pen putting little dots on, making beautiful designs. And at the time, I thought, well, gee, maybe I can do that with the with cross stitching. So that's really how it got going. So I hope you enjoy those. Take a look at them out on SD. They're all out there. So anyway, that's want to share them with you. Right now, what am I doing? Um, the design I've been working on, I've been stitching, I've gotten right much stitching done, is the one I'm calling Help. And this is the design of a homeless person sitting in the foreground of the city lights of city um, skyline above him. And as I told you before, what I'm going to be doing with this is when I put this out, all proceeds, 100% of everything I make on this is going to an organization in Yorktown, Virginia, um, to help the homeless. Also, they do a lot of work with battered women, which is also a big problem in this country, and a shelter for them. So 100% is going to them of every sale. So, and I'm hoping every one of you will support me on that. Um, but I've talked to the former director at the YMCA, Michael Bennett, and Michael is working with me with the organization. And what I'm planning on doing when I put the patterns out for sale is I'm going to set a start date and an end date for this whole project that I wanted to do. Uh, I don't know if it's going to be 2 months, 3 months, and maybe you can help me with that with comments and tell me how long I should go on with this. But what I'm going to be doing is all proceeds I get, I'm going to take and put that in a separate envelope and account, and have one check given to the organization with Michael Bennett at the end of some period of time. Video all of that, and thank each and every one mentioned. I certainly can't mention everyone's name, but all of you that are responsible for this, and certainly will be appreciated your help. But anyway, without any further ado, where I am on Help. Right now, you can see I've gotten a lot of stitching done. I finished the bench over here and what I was going to do, and some of the groundwork on the side. You can see the homeless gentleman I have right now here. I've still got some work to do coming down in this area. And all this is complete up here, the skyline and everything. I didn't want that to stand out as much as I did the gentleman, the bench, the out front. That's what I really wanted people to see. So, and I think it worked pretty well. So, um, I'll be framing it. I should be finishing this up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm guessing 3 weeks, maybe. All depends on my stitching, how much stitching I get done. I've done some stitching, but I haven't really sat down and just hour after hour. I don't do that. It's summertime. Get outside, gain the heat. But anyway, go places, do something. And I don't just sit down and stitch all the time. So I've got some to do on this, and this is going to be the same size as the previous design I did, which was the red bench, and which was a great success. I appreciate all of you folks who went out there and got one of those. Still have plenty of them, and they're doing really well. So, but this is the new design Help, and like I say, all proceeds will go to that organization, and we'll keep you informed on that. Really, the next time that we get together, that I do a video, I'm going to probably have this all framed. It's going to be all framed. I've got the frame all built for it. Got it all colored the way I want to. I've got the glass for it. I haven't got the mat board. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do it in all white or if I'm going to use some of the blues and the blacks in there. We'll see when I get around to that, because normally what I'll do with this is I'll take this right now, as you look at as this finished product. I'll take this to frame shop and everything, and I'll go through the colors and pick and put them next to this, or what I think I want to do for the mat board. So, but that should be completed in the next 2-3 weeks. And the next time, like I say, next time we get together, you'll see a finished product of this help, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when you see that. What else? New projects. I'm really excited. I've got a new project I'm going to do after this one help. I've told you, I always try to come up with something. I try to figure out what I want to do, and it's hard, but I got a good idea. I've got a good one coming. And I think people that like the red bench and that type of thing, they're going to like my new one. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about it yet. I've started working on it, not stitching or anything, but I've started designing, putting things together, picking out colors, doing what I want to do. But I think you're going, and I'm going to share some of that with you the next time we get together, when I show you the finished project of the one help. So, but that's what I've been doing. I'd like to know what you've been doing. If you've got any projects or anything you've been working on, send me a picture of them. Send me a pic of them. Email me. Let me know what you've been doing. I tell you what I've been doing. Tell me what you've been doing with stitching. I want to know what projects. They don't have to be my stuff. It could be anybody's. I'm just curious to see what people are doing. So that's what I'd really like for you to do. Not much more this week to say, and I don't put these channels out. My SD site, nothing new on the SD site. I don't just, as you know, I just don't put designs out and just stick them on there without stitching them. And so that's just the way I operate. That's why I don't have many out there, is because I stitch all of these things, and they do take a while to do. I've been watching Jules, Stitching with Jules, and Julie's doing a great, fantastic job on the old world map. I've been watching that. I'm still, and she might finish it. I made a statement one time, a long time ago, that Julie will never finish that. It's so big, but she might. She might. We'll see. I keep watching her every once in a while and see how she's coming along. And she seems to be working on it. But you know, what I suggest Julie ought to do is quit work and just stitch the whole time. But maybe she won't do that. So, but anyway, if you get a chance, check her out and what she's doing with the old world map and her new designs. So, and nothing else on this side. So anyway, until next time, I hope I again appreciate each and every one of you letting me come into your homes and sharing what I do with you. It really means a lot. Oh, hit the subscribe button. I forgot at the start of the video. Hit the little subscribe button everywhere it was. I really appreciate that a whole lot. But anyway, thank you for letting me come into your homes, your home. And anyway, until next time, what I tell you, every single time we do a video, what I leave you with, one thing I want you to do for me, stay safe and keep cool with this hot weather. So hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.